Greetings, everyone, and welcome. It is April the 29th. Thank you for being here, sharing, liking, and commenting. Now, yesterday in late evening, we shared President Volodymyr Zelensky's tweet where he confirmed that Ukrainian special operations were taking out Russian military commanders, and they were fighting, waging a just war, and that Ukraine had every right to do that because these are the guys that are constantly attacking Ukraine. In that video, I showed you the tweet, and I will show it to you again in just a moment, not to focus on it, but I really want to focus on the response. I truly believed that today we would see a response to that tweet, and that response is way beyond what I ever imagined. President Volodymyr Zelensky has actually been threatened with his life by Dmitry Medvedev. In this picture, you can see Lavrov and Putin and Medvedev there with the wanted poster with Volodymyr Zelensky. That is literally what Medvedev said. And in addition to that, Medvedev today speaking in public platform, as was Putin, as was Lavrov. They are pushing the narrative, probably coming back later with more video from Lavrov and Putin because you need to hear it and you need to see it. But this right here is unbelievable what I'm getting ready to show you, not only with the threat against Zelensky, but the other things that was being stated by Medvedev and the imagery that's happening behind him and who is in the audience. So here we go. Let's start. This is the confirmation. This is what I shared yesterday. Zelensky confirming, yes, we are taking out the enemy. And then he said, yes, justice inevitably comes. At that point, of course, we knew something would come as a response. Dmitry Medvedev, former president, former prime minister, head of security, sits on the council and basically spews nonstop evil. Medvedev sees Zelensky meeting a most tragic end. The article is there on task, but I won't even go into that because I have the video for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's just jump right into it. Here is Medvedev talking about Zelensky.
When a leader, even of a country as odd as Ukraine, and a character this unhinged, brags about such things, it only means one thing. He'll meet a tragic end. I won't elaborate further to avoid putting anyone in an awkward position.
So he's going to meet a tragic end. I won't elaborate any further. Don't want to put it bad on anybody, but it will meet a tragic end. So the rhetoric comes right back. But what's interesting is what I'm getting ready to show you in the next 3 video clips. Who is he talking to? Of course, this was broadcast on Russian state TV, so he's talking to the entire country. And now through translation and the video here on YouTube, you're able to see it. So what else did he say? And who was he talking to? It's so important to see this. Number one, he says, we are done with the European Union. Trump is the cautious hope. Take a listen at this.
I think our ties with Europe are beyond repair. Sadly, there's no one to talk to in the West now. European leaders have become weak compared to their predecessors. Instead of strong leaders, we see Russophobic technocrats. They recently showed a prominent American leader. The US leadership differs from Europeans in this regard. As we know, Trump has a colorful, often paradoxical character. But his team includes professionals and charismatic individuals. This gives cautious hope for potential negotiations.
Okay, so there you see it. He's talking about Trump. He says EU is out, but we have cautious hope in Donald Trump. But did you see the imagery that was taking place behind him? Okay, I'll go back to the speech now. This time, don't look at him. Look at the images behind him.
From Europeans in this regard. As we know, Trump has a
There's
colorful,
picture.
often paradoxical character. But his team includes professionals and charismatic
There's Trump
individuals.
holding Medvedev's
This
hand.
gives cautious hope for potential negotiations.
This is what I'm talking about. They are pushing this entire narrative, that Trump is the hope, EU is out, and look at all the imagery behind us. Now, he then goes on to talk about we will have peace, not through strength, but through fear. I'll probably show this video twice because I want you to see who's in the crowd and look at the imagery behind him on the screen.
West's ideologues drowning in Russophobia surprise me to what extent. I know many, but when they speak, I'm still amazed where it comes from. They've carefully studied their predecessors' playbooks. Sadly, changing this approach anytime soon is unrealistic. The only thing stopping them is the threat of retaliation. Our response to their peace through strength principle. What's the answer, you ask? Well, the answer is clear. Sadly, it's through the peace through fear doctrine. Fear still works. The rest is pointless.
Okay, I'm going to back this up now and watch again. You see it. Be focused this time on the nuclear image behind him, and he's talking to young girls.
Response to their peace through strength principle. What's the answer, you ask? Well, the answer is clear. Sadly, it's through the peace through fear doctrine. Fear still works. The rest is pointless.
I mean, ladies and gentlemen, you can't make this stuff up. This is what's happening today in Russia, and it's being blasted everywhere. And you may ask, well, where is it being blasted? Well, I'm trying to blast it here. Thank you for helping me share and get the message out. We're growing and translate it so the world can see. But he's going to tell you now where it's going. He says to this crew, this crowd there are many more for us than there are against us. Very interesting here. Take a listen. Ending the SVO with a Russian victory is our first step to a lasting peace in Europe and the future of the global world order. That will, of course, be founded on mutual respect and justice, stable developments. A multipolar system for the whole mankind is the only chance of looking into the future with confidence, and our partners agree with us on this. They represent the majority of the world population. It's the global South, East, Asia, Africa, Latin America. We have a lot more friends than enemies. It just seems that there is more of them because they are very active in the media. But in reality, we have a lot more friends, and that's what matters. We are working on bringing, look at the image, dialogue to a constructive track, considering the realities, interests, and capabilities. The two largest nuclear powers, Russia and the United States. We're destined to cooperate, otherwise the world will feel completely unstable. So there you have it. We are destined to cooperate with the United States. Yesterday, China reaffirming with Lavrov their partnership with Russia. We're destined to partner with the United States. We're the two largest nuclear powers, and it's for the stability of the entire world. You can see crowd there he's talking to, but don't limit it there, guys. It's blasting out worldwide. He said it. We have many more friends than enemies, and the fact is they do, because they're friends with China, in India, in Asia, in Africa, in Brazil, in South America. It's just Europe and the West and the United States and other nations like Canada and Australia and Japan and others that are fighting and standing for some type of goodness and righteousness and some type of justice. And right now it looks like they are courting Donald Trump to be their hope and savior. This is what is happening today in Russia, and it's very, very sad. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing, commenting, liking. Appreciate all of you so much. And what are your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that crowd he's speaking to? But don't get caught there. He's speaking to millions and millions and millions, and you yourself just heard it. Help us spread this one to millions so they see the vile trash coming out of Russia today. Thank you.